Shelly, Grizz, and I'm Chris, have made it to Washington. And that's way up in northwest Washington. I mean about 50 or so miles from the Canadian border. Isn't this where some of the largest rainforests in the US are? It's so green and blue here. Kurt's new home is in Oak Harbor and is a short walk from the Pacific Ocean, Puget Sound to be more precise. It's just beautiful. He now has a boat and a bunch of crab traps. I know that there's a joke in there somewhere. And has promised to take us out on a water adventure while we're here. The sound is just beautiful. That is Puget Sound. In the morning, Kurt invited me to a brunch near his office at LeConner. This place is right on the water and is called the LeConner Pub and Eatery, just a short walk from his office. I'm having the greatest time of my life. We talked, carried on, and just reminisced. One of the greatest things about your kids is when you see that in spite of all your mistakes, they turned out to be some of the best parts of your life. Kurt is a fine grown man with a great mind and gigantic heart who cares immensely for family and those he calls friends.
Do you like shellfish, like oysters?
I can be a little shellfish occasionally.
Mind if you lift your stuff real quick? We gotta do the whole sanitization thing real quick. Okay. The server has a few parties ahead of you, but she'll get to you when she can. Okay.
Well, you know it's clean. It smells like bleach.
Yeah. Deep fried to a golden brown. At least you know the seafood is fresh.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'll go with the fried clams.
That does sound good.
After lunch, I drove back to the Thousand Trails we were staying at in LeConner, the one on the Snohomish Reservation. That was hard to say. The next day, we drove back to Oak Harbor, and Kurt and Katie took us out to see one of the local sites.
Make it out, okay?
I should have got some video of that.
There'll be another chance.
Yeah. So what's this place called, Kurt?
Fort Casey State Park.
Very cool. It turns out to be a shore battery. No, not that one. On Whidbey Island in Island County and is called Fort Casey State Park. This is an oceanfront park with a historic lighthouse and gun battery, plus trails, campsites, and drives. These are 10-inch guns, which recoil back and down when fired. Constructed in the late 1800s, over 100 years ago, near the Admiralty Head Lighthouse, while it protected us from the sea during World War I and World War II. Built in the late 1800s, Fort Casey was equipped for defense and used as a training facility up to the mid-1940s. The fort houses a pair of rare 10-inch disappearing guns. While the guns were at the height of technology in the early 1900s, improvements in warships and the advent of airplanes soon rendered them obsolete. 2 additional 3-inch mounted guns are also on display in their original emplacements. You can explore these batteries to your heart's content. This is a 5-pound, 10-inch Grizz shell. It can be devastating. Why, I've heard that it can gnaw the ankles off troops. Just waiting for another gun.
Casey and the reshaping of the bluff to create optimal firing angles made it necessary to build a lighthouse in a new location.
So that's why it's over there.
Yeah.
Steel reinforced concrete. There were 3 of these batteries, which formed a triangle covering the sound. Can you guess which is for material and which is for troops? Shelters and supplies. some of the trails around the fort. On our way out, we saw a ferry terminal as a reminder of a future opportunity to do something really neat. We swung by another neat little seaport town, Coupeville, where we got a chance to walk the pier and get some ice cream and sodas. While walking, Katie pointed out an interesting little shop in town that was featured in a Hollywood movie that starred Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. We called it a day, a long day, and stopped into a nice little restaurant in Oak Harbor called Flyers. I even saw bumper stickers on the entrance walls there from many different drop zones that I have skydived at over the years. Thank you both for the most excellent time.
Yeah! You are going to have the most excellent adventure through history. Who are you guys? We're you, dude! No way.
Constructed in the late 1800s, over 100 years ago, near the Admiralty... What an amazing day with our amazing family. This has been a long time coming and are so glad to be here with you both. Hope all of our friends have enjoyed today's trip as well. Please stick around till next week where I find out just what PNW on the hats out here means. Duh. Until then, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell to help us grow. And of course, there will be more great times here in our next video. But until then, would you please travel safe?